And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. We've seen Kemba Walker really having a great game.
And sometimes you find yourself in a role you're not comfortable with, but his passing in the first half really was impressive.
Yeah, and you know, he accumulated a lot of assists. And I liked how unselfish he was, Greg.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Nets trail by 14, and Brooklyn looking who they've got. Taurean Prince is out there with LeVert. Then there's Allen. Then there's Harris. And it's Irving at the one spot. And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Mark, we know you were a great athlete. Would you have enjoyed playing at the pace we're seeing in today's NBA style?
I hope I could have played in today's game. Again, I was not an uber athletic guy. Athletic enough to get things done on the court. Was a skilled basketball player more than a great athlete. So the athleticism of today might have challenged me a bit. But I still think I could have played and been effective in today's game.
I agree. And with all the drama, Greg, that has followed Irving the past few seasons, he reached out to Kobe Bryant for some guidance.
And just like Irving and LeBron had to go their own ways, so did Kobe and Shaq. Very few players know what it's like to be in a situation like Irving, but Kobe's one of them. And Kobe gave Irving the confidence to not be afraid of standing out in his career decisions, and so far it's paid off handsomely.
Harris outside. And here's Hayward. He'll bring it up for Boston. Walker dishes to Tatum. He kicks it to Hayward. Lays it up and banks it in. Hayward's got 8.
And as a wing player, Hayward's just so good at attacking the basket. I think that's a big part of what makes him special. Doesn't take much of an opening for Hayward to make his move.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, last season started with that horrific injury to Gordon Hayward's leg. Now, it's been a long road back for him, but he took heart in the encouragement he received, not just from his family, but from so many well-wishers. He said, "You realize how lucky you are to have people from all over supporting you." Guys?
David, I think everyone is rooting for his complete recovery. Thanks for that report. Houdini's checked in for Brown. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Brooklyn. Here's Hayward. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint. And Gordon Hayward is a player who's always found a way to add something to his game. Now he feels comfortable going at a defense either inside or out. Great strength when attacking the rim and can shrug off those defenders.
Dinwiddie kicks to Prince. Shot clock at 5. Got a piece of it. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. Hayward's running. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect. And Greg, you mentioned Hayward's strength. That and his ball fakes seem to be not as recognized as they should be.
Yeah, I think Hayward has one of the better pump fakes in our league. Great deception with inside-out dribbles to create space. And the things he does well aren't immediately apparent, but Hayward's terrific fundamentals are what make him a great scorer.
Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play. The Celtics shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here. Nets trail by 20. Dinwiddie passes to Jordan, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Hey, the unselfishness there by Dinwiddie, you love it. He's all about doing what's best for the team.
Smart with the ball. Guarded now by Prince. Smart against Prince. Pass to Tice. 6 on the shot clock. Tatum kicks to Tice. Off target with his 3. Brooklyn's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And here's Harris from the arc. And no good. Good work defensively by Smart. And seeing Gordon Hayward out there, you have to be glad that he was able to recover the way he has from that devastating injury on opening night last season.
And I remember your call of the moment, Kevin. The whole NBA world just was shocked on that opening night. As bad as it looked, it seemed to be clean enough to where Hayward won't have any lasting issues with it. The rehab obviously wasn't easy, and I'm sure Hayward is just thankful that he's been able to come back completely from that injury.
They get it back. And the pass to Dinwiddie. Kicks it to Jordan. Here's Dinwiddie. Back to Jordan. Shoots the 3. They get it back. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Jordan's got 4 points now in the quarter. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Now Williams. No points in the game yet for him. Smart deciding where to go with it. To the middle. Another shot. And Williams leaves it in. Williams has got 6.
And you can see how this game is going. I mean, put a body on somebody.
Exactly, man. Come on. You got to be physical down there. There's got to be some...
So it's Gordon Hayward making things happen for the Boston Celtics. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Filling out the wings, it's Brown and Hayward. And it's Cantor is out there with Williams. And it's Walker in at point guard. That's the Boston 5. Now here's Williams. He's guarded closely. Chandler against Hayward. Back to Brown. From deep 3-point range. And no good that time. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Nets. A 3 ball. It's hauled in by Brown.
Trailing here in the game, you can look at his performance as a direct indicator of why they're losing.
Walker against Irving. And Walker kicks to Cantor. Good on the baseline, Jay. Clark, when you're evaluating young players, and you see a lot of them at the college ranks and certainly in the early years in the NBA, aside from their talents between the lines, which qualities tell you this kid has a chance to be special?
A couple of things. Humility, understanding their ability, but also recognizing they've still got work to do. That's one of the great qualities anybody can have. Work ethic, self-starting, and then you try to see if, in fact, they've worked through some challenges, how have they handled adversity. I mean, when you look at those things and couple them with talent, now you've got somebody that you feel like can be special.
Both free throws good from Kyrie Irving.
Well, for so long, so many were wondering what Kyrie was thinking when he left Cleveland. What is clear now, though, is that Irving doesn't think about it and has flourished on his own. It seems that he really did just need his own team to become the player he's become.
And, you know, even though Walker is just 6'1", he may not be that tall, folks. He is a creative scorer in a hard matchup. Great at making the defense pay inside.
Irving looking over the floor to the wing on the left. The 3. Nets working now with a new shot clock. Harris kicks to Irving. Back to Harris. Takes a 3. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 5 assists in the game. And for Irving, he has let more of his personality come out on and off the floor, Greg, now that he has his own team.
Yeah, it really does feel like we are watching a new chapter in Irving's development as a player. Still has the great shot and handles that make him so deadly with the ball. And just visually, while the leadership is also evolving, he just seems more in control of his game and even more lethal as a player.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Celtics.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Gordon Hayward.
And I thought the defense really looked lost out there, helpless. He had an answer for whatever they threw his way.
Kicks it out to Allen. He's looking for Prince and finds him. And that one drops.
Hey, and when guys at this level are that close to the basket, they ain't missing. I mean, especially when there's no defense in the neighborhood.
Boston's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. And here's Walker outside. He's off on that one. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Pass to Prince. Irving against Walker. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Kemba Walker picks one up.
I don't know if there's a player in the league that has better handles than Kyrie Irving. As a matter of fact, his handles are as good as any I've seen in the history of the game. Smooth, crafty, cunning. Man, it is so much a joy to watch this guy do his thing.
And giving the fans what they came to see, a spirited performance.
Well, they've got to be pleased with the effort they've seen so far tonight. Everybody pitching in for what looks to be a solid W.
Passes it to ABC. Back to Irving. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him.
Boy, I tell you, I don't know if there's anybody better than Kyrie Irving close to the basket. He has a great feel for how to score inside.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. For Greg Anthony.